Hi folks, this is Magpie265. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Altars. Now, since the last episode, I've done a little bit of work on just collecting some resources. I've been doing a bit of grinding in fabrication, so we have got, if I go into storage, we have got another mining outpost now which needs placing where the rupidium is. We've got some more pylons so we can actually connect it. I've got 4 drill cartridges and 2 more suit batteries. Got a couple radiation filters. Now these are getting used 1 per day, and that seems a lot because they take quite a lot to use. They take 40 organics and 20 metals just for 1 day's worth. So I don't know if we can unlock a way of reducing that, but for now we're stuck with it, which is why I have got Yan Technician on permanent organics retrieval, because that is the thing we need more than anything else at the minute. Now, I've spoken to Technician Yan about our lava problem, and he has recommended we build a laboratory, the research laboratory. So that is where we are right now. Research lab. We are going to throw that up somewhere sciencey. You can't go the other side of there. I did have to put a small storage in. Maybe top floor. We'll have to go there for now. Yeah, I had to put an extra storage in because we'd filled it. We are down a little bit now because we've used some stuff up, but we still don't have loads of storage. I have 60 enriched metals as well now because I did a bit of mining at that enriched metals outpost. Not entirely sure what they're for, what they do, but maybe the research lab will have something to do with that. So let's give that a go and see what can be done. Choose research to be done by the scientist. So, exploration, we have cheaper batteries. Batteries are 50% less. Hub pylons, I think we have to unlock all these. Cheaper climbing. And then these are all unknown. We have a probes upgrade, which gives us 8 probes, and level 3 gives us another probe upgrade, which gives us 10. Not overly worried about those. Economy, mining enriched metals is 15% faster, non-enriched is 15% faster. Non-metals, mining minerals, rupidium and organics. Minerals is what that purple thing from the last episode was, by the way. I figured that out. Don't know what they're for, but that's what they are. So that's not the worst thing in the world to have, because that would get us more organics. Base, we've got a recycler, produces organics daily. The more people in the base, the more it's produced. So that's like passive organics production. That's probably not a bad thing either. A second workplace in the base, we don't really need that yet. And then crossing the lava. So I'm not too worried about crossing the river at the minute. I'm thinking let's get the passive recycler on the go. That's going to take 10 hours, I think that is. You need a scientist though. So do we need to get a scientist? Is it time for another alt? Feel like it is. That didn't really give me anything. There is nowhere to work. Don't know if I can assign Yan Technician to that. No, only a scientist. So we are going to need to see about a scientist. How do you use the womb? You can interact with the sheep, that's good. I just got a little achievement for petting the sheep.
Right, do you?
Anyway, I'm bored of this. Can we move? Come on, chop chop. I think you do it in the quantum computer, don't you? So, let's see what we can do here. So, okay. So this shows us where they are and what we have to change to get them. So, like, to get... How do you select the life event? So there we go. When we were 15, we turned a blind eye, but we are acting without thinking means we ended up as a doctor. But that is not what we need. The technician is there. We've got a refiner, a worker, scientist. There we go, 26. We also could have gone off from the technician route. He could have ended up as a miner or as a guard. Disciplines your alters. That's good to know. The botanist as well. So at the minute we need the scientist. So let's go to that one. So let's select that. And it takes 20 rupidium to alternate there. So what happened to us? We went off for a private company, apparently. Whereas the scientist, you decided to stay and do your PhD. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? So that's not really that complicated of a life change, is it? It's just whether or not you stayed there or you went off to work for a private corporation. Okay, so that's that done. Maybe we should speak to Technician Jan before we go adding another clone. So he's in the kitchen. Let's talk to him and see what he has to say.
Hey man, you're clearly angry. Meaningless small talk will only make me more angry. So maybe we can talk about something meaningful. What calms you down? Punching that smirk of yours would definitely do the trick. But if you really need to know, walking it off, I guess.
I could let him punch me.
Maybe you should punch me. Why not? Let it all out. You don't want that. Trust me. But I appreciate the offer.
Okay. Why is he angry? It didn't really address that though, did it? He's feeling okay now though. He's a little concerned that we won't manage to cross the river. I can't really talk to him about the altar, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and do it. Oh god, it's going to take 7 hours. Right, in the meantime then, I guess we go exploring. Airlock, there it is. Because we have got some of these other bits that we can clear out. Oh, we need to go to the Rupidium, don't we? So we can't fast travel to that, and we've got that one as well. Right, so I'll go over to here and I'll try and work out how you connect these, because I did try and connect it in the last episode, but for some reason it wouldn't let me put the pylon down. It would be nice not to have to use the suit energy to climb up here every time I want to come, so I could definitely do with placing that. I also need to get the mining thing down, so let's do that as well while we're at it. Build mining outpost. Boop. That's that. I don't really need that anymore now, do I? Actually, thinking about it, retrieve that pylon because I can fast travel to that instead. So let's build the normal pylons. I've got 9 of them. Alright, let's put that one there.
Need to take care of this.
No, you've got your allocated. Oh, maybe I should actually. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So maybe I should let him take care of it. Right, and then that connects them to them, so that is all done there. We've also got this organics here. We can extract that. Let's just have a look at those assignments. What is he actually doing? There's nothing queued, so no, I don't. Let's get you back on the organics outpost, please. Right, where are we at on the map? That's that, I think, isn't it? So we've got this bit up here, but I don't know if we can get rid of the rocks first. Hang on, how do I get there? Is it this bit? I don't know if I can get rid of the rocks from the bottom to climb up, or whether I have to find my way around the back, but let's try it anyway. Got 4 charges for this. Now, I'm not seeing a little put down area, so I'm guessing that means I need to work my way around first. Well, might as well get rid of these. Right, so that's that pathway opened up. That we've dealt with. I think that's going to be from round there, and that's the way where the anomaly thing is, isn't it? I wonder if we can get that fast travel pylon connected while we're up here. Should be a formation. Yeah, there is. There we go. Say a formation to get rid of while we're here. Come on. There we go. Because that should open us up to where the Rapidian bit is. Yes, it does. So, a pylon up here should connect us to that one down there, yeah, and that one there, which means that fast travel is now connected. Excellent. Can I recharge from these? Because I don't want to use up the other battery. And I don't know whether you, because there's a recharge available from these pylons and things, but then the battery run out, like it wouldn't let me recharge before, so I don't know if you can recharge a battery, but once it's fully depleted, it's done. So I want to try and avoid fully depleting a battery. And if I'd climbed up here straight away, that would have fully depleted it because I only had 2 charges left. Whereas now, it's still going to do it, isn't it? Bugger. Because it takes 6 charges to climb up here. But then it's letting me recharge. Oh, it wouldn't let me recharge because I wasn't connected. That's why. Obviously. Such an idiot sometimes. Right. So I've got this anomaly down here. Yeah, it's that shimmery thing to the right, isn't it? So if I come over here to the left, try not to move too quick, place this down there, then use that to destroy that. How all this doesn't trigger that anomaly, I don't know. Walking fast apparently will trigger it, but you know, lasering a mountainside down. That's fine. Right, we're past that anyway, so we're clear of the anomaly. Where does this take us? Oh, is that... Does that just... Ah, that just joins us up there. That's a little crap, to be honest. That is load of bullshit. So the only way around here is past this anomaly thing, and we can't do anything about that. We've not got a lot of time left. We've got him on the organics. We've got plenty of rupidium, I think. Probably do with some metal, but I think that's probably going to be our lot for today, isn't it? Yeah, let's head back to the base. How are we on filters? Storage, I've got 3. Okay, so I think we can probably sleep through the night. A new altar is ready. Excellent. So let's go meet them. I like how they come out in like the right outfits and everything.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am.
He's very calm.
So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow.
Fair play.
You're right.
If only he'd come out first, that would have been a lot easier to deal with.
I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired
consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? Why don't you rest?
Let's be nice.
Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately? Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
He's a little bit of a know-it-all. Gonna get annoying. But hey, at least we have a scientist, so that means I can go to research. No, assignments. Research. Apply the scientist. Cool. There's calls available as well, so we should probably take those.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I'm on it. Just need a little time.
Right. Well, I got in touch because I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
Always go with bad news first.
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Organized? You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Just the thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
I don't know why he got cut off there, but go on, what's the other news?
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there...
Of course they do.
We want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit, if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
What's gonna happen to my...
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
He's got a lot of faith in his boss. He obviously doesn't work where I work.
Not saying anything.
Maybe both. I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters. I hope you're not laughing.
Right, let's can we just get on with this?
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
opinion,
you
Mr.
want-
Dulski.
You want Rapidium, of course you do. Right. So, what do we need to be doing? Where are we at? We've got a full day, and he's researching that. Or he should be. Well, they both should be working. Neither of them are. Does he need anything? Can't talk to him at the minute. Okay. So what do I need to be doing? What's the bit about the... Finds an altar who knows something about anomalies. I don't know who else I would... Who would know anything about that? What are our other options? So we've got a doctor and a shrink. Can't imagine either of them are going to do anything. It's going to be the scientist, surely. Mining. Well, there was a refiner. Oh, there is a refiner. It's not going to be the miner, not going to be the refiner. We've got the scientist, not going to be the guard or the botanist. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anybody there that would currently know about it, so I guess all I can really do at the minute is get on with resource gathering, which is a little bit boring for you, so I'll probably take a little break here and do some grinding whilst we let some of the research go on, and then we'll pop back in a minute.
At this time of day?
Okay, we are dropping back in. I was just mining some Rapidium, but we have a magnetic storm on the go, and it says we better get back inside, like, now. So let's head back to the base, and then we'll figure out what's going on from there. Right, we are back at the base. Our scientist is showing us locked.
Gun, we're dangerously low on repair kits.
Okay, we need repair kits.
Whoa, that radiation spike is scary.
We should have plenty.
Better
Fortunately,
check on the filters.
I did make quite a few filters, so we have 5. Base maintenance, one of your modules deteriorates into a fail. Okay. So let's get technician Yan on base maintenance. Where's that? Let's get him on that. He's still researching, that's fine.
Command room's down.
Okay, during a magnetic storm they all work emergency 12-hour shifts, and working it during that does not affect their mood, so that's okay. I didn't know you could change their shifts, to be honest. Let's check on that. That is, wow, they are really rinsing, but we should be okay for them. We do need repair kits, so let me get some of those made. Hopefully we've got enough resources. Yeah, we can make 5 repair kits, get them done. Right, I've got 5 of them made. He's fixing the room. I think he's already fixed the kitchen. Is he using up my repair kits as he goes? Yeah, so maybe I need a few more actually. Let's make another 3. Okay. and I am tired. It is time for sleep. Oh, the scientist guy is really quick at the research. He's currently done us all 3 of those, and he's done us the recycler, so I don't know if we need that one as such anytime soon. Cheaper batteries, I guess we'll get that researched, and then he can research the crossing the lava river. But it is late, so let's get some sleep. Oh, okay, that's new. Night radiation starts earlier because the sun is getting closer. Oh, we've got new resources, so I could do a bit more exploration. But that is good to know. The magnetic storm is over, and we have survived quite comfortably.
We made it.
Assign him back to... Oh no, organics are actually okay. Let's assign him back to metals, actually. He wants to talk to us, so let's go see him.
You wanted to talk? Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh? Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope.
Doubtful.
Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here.
Yeah, I like this
What you
technician.
think about
He's
how to
smarter than
prepare
me.
in case another one hits us. Any ideas? Actually, yes. Tell me. Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right? Right? That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff. That would be nice. Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production.
He reads these manuals a
Lets
lot,
you
doesn't he?
choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that. Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement. Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. So how do we do that? Uphold production. Yeah. Okay, it's whenever you're queuing it in the correct place. So if I go to the kitchen, because we are actually running low on mush, I need to make some more. So set uphold. So if I want 10 of those at all times, right, let's get that made. Okay. And if I come down, okay, I get it, right. To the workshop, and I go to that and I uphold 3 repair kits, 3 radiation filters. Yeah, that should do. So let me finish making those. Right. And then let's go talk to the scientist. Where is he? He's in the research lab. Oop, still one more floor up. There we go. Let's have a word with him. See if he knows anything about these anomalies.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear
Oh,
what
I
you
feel like I'd
managed to
hate this
observe.
guy.
This place is not run optimally. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you?
Yeah, it sounds like...
You mean idle conversations like the one we're having now? Like the one you're trying to turn this into? I'm not falling for it. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone. Yeah, I understand how lousy that must feel. Honestly, I don't think you do. But I hope we're not going to sit around crying about it. There's work to be done, here and now. That's true. Well, let's get to it then.
Right, here we go.
I found
This has got to be the
something
anomaly.
peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations
Did that make
prove
sense
under certain,
to anyone?
not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like something was materializing from out of nowhere right in front of my eyes. Let's keep our heads cool. It's just a theory. No one's ever proved it right. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
Alright, what do I do about the one that I've just come across? How do I get around it? Right, let's see how he's oh god, I've got more things to clear through. Right, that's no what. Oh, database. There we go. So they're immobile and rather harmless if handled with proper care. Alright, the worst thing you get is a radiation surge, so I say we just go for it with that. Let's check on these guys. He's feeling okay. He's pleased, apparently. They're both quite happy about the surviving the radiation storm. Oh, they're arguing. Let's deal with that.
Man, I'm telling you, we need
Scientist wants to stick to the mush diet while the technician demands that they be fed quality meals regularly. So he's purely on the resources, and he thinks that we should get at least 2 quality meals in the next 5 days. I don't think I can actually
And I'm telling you, this is the least
I can do anything about that right now.
Right.
I mean, potentially, if I can remember where it is. Command center, I moved it, didn't I? Oh, wrong. Build a greenhouse. We've got enough rubidium, we've got enough metal. Oh, that's big. If I move the comms room, put that at the other side of my cabin, put the greenhouse there. Right. So then if I come up, greenhouse. How does this work? 50 organics. Let's have uphold of 10. Let's Q20. And we need to assign him. He's on metals, but I'm going to need him back on organics, aren't I? How do I work? Right, so I'll get working on this, and then we'll carry on in a minute. Okay, so we have 2 lots of raw food ready, which is something. We are running low on food as well. I'm going to have to deal with that in a minute, but the scientist has come up with something. Oh, they both want to talk to us. Let's see what Technician Jan wants.
I can see that you're angry.
Oh, he's still angry about something.
Just come on. Let me help. I don't know. Go to a... Well, brother, good news. There's plenty of beer, and it's free. Give my people plenty of beer, good and cheap, and you will have no revolution.
Okay, that apparently worked. Let's talk to the scientist.
So, did you find a solution to our problem? Yes. It's super simple. We'll build a bridge. Oh, just like that? Well, it can't be a regular bridge, of course. We don't have the time nor the manpower to accomplish that. However, there is a certain technology that came to my mind, superconductive bridge anchors. They could allow us to quickly span a light but durable construction across our obstacle.
Alright, sounds good.
Great, sounds exciting. Yes, but... Oh, here we go. Cut out the sarcasm. It's not my fault this excursion was prepared by a dilettante. Blueprints for the anchors should be standard equipage for every mission since Project Versant went live, but not on this one. They should fire the logistician, if there ever was one. Tell me about it. It's so typical of Ally Corp to send people on a mission and then leave them stranded without proper equipment. I hope you're not feeling sorry for yourself, because we need to act. You are in touch with mining operations, right? Yeah, I am. Why? Next time you talk to someone from mining ops, tell them to send over the anchor blueprints from Versant. Once we have them, things will go back to super simple. You'll see.
Alright, that doesn't sound like that big a deal. We just need to make a phone call and ask for the blueprints. So, down to the communication center. Make the call. Ah, Bossman Maxwell.
Hello?
Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
He sounds sinister as hell, doesn't he?
Sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yeah.
Let's play nice.
I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history.
See, straight away,
Pioneering discovery.
all he's interested in is the
Your
Rapidium.
discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course. Yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. I don't want to put pressure on you, but... failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
Eh,
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
no.
Albert.
Quite frankly, no.
A great writer and philosopher. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dolsky.
Yeah, he's definitely is, isn't he?
Out for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
So that's what the weird glow thing is all about.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
I think living is my primary focus right now.
You're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found Rapidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it, all it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
To be honest, I'm tired of listening to him, so
I'm good.
Then we only have one more issue to clear.
What's that?
You can trust me and Lucas completely.
oh, can I now? That's nice.
If anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of your altars.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Throw
like the
me
sound
under
of
the
this.
bus. I see how it is.
Rapidium Ark, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas.
So, in other
Once you
words,
come back
do
with
as
a
I'm
remedy
told,
for Earth's ailments,
or I'll be
nobody will think of
punished.
punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, okay. Right, that didn't help though. I need... They're all offline. So how the hell do I get the bridge things? Right, I guess we're going to have to figure that out in the next episode because this has gone on long enough. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do click that like button. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks very much. I'll see you later.